Ever wonder how to achieve higher damage on a mob, but you don't know about Hypixel Skyblock enough to do that? Then by golly, you came to the right place. Before I get into the video, if you're new and find my content half decent, could you please just subscribe? I'd be very content with that. For you early game players, have you ever wondered how to kill a graveyard zombie with just your fist? Are you still stuck at dealing 100 damage with your undead sword? Well, look no further. There are multiple ways to increase damage to mobs. First off, you want to boost your skills, as with every level up gives you a permanent stat boost. Of course, it's not easy to just get level 50 on all of your skills, but by having a minion from each category placed, it will help give you those stat boosts. Another thing to keep in mind is that when dealing more damage, you want to increase strength, critical chance as well as damage. And, well, I mean, health is just, you need more health. Secondly, I'd recommend for those early game players to buy Ender Armor from the auction house. The set's around 200,000 to 300,000 and slightly more depending on if you want to be putting growth and protection enchants onto those set pieces. And if you consider yourself to be mid-game, then you probably should invest in strong dragon armor. And if you're endgame, not only would you be watching this purely out of boredom, but you'd also be flexing your superior armor and tucks in my face along with your billion coin net worth. Thirdly, I'd recommend getting an aspect of the end or a raider's axe. This would cost around 700,000 to 1 million if you were buying them with all the necessary enchants. Avoid fire aspect and knockback with a passion. If you were to buy a fresh one, which are currently going for about 150k, you'd have to be cautious with anvil uses, otherwise you'd run the risk of having to conjure up 154 enchant levels from one book. I definitely have not done this before. Fourthly, collecting talismans, also known as accessories. Hopefully you have been utilizing the redstone minion, because you need the redstone collection to increase your accessory bag from a walnut to Hermione's purse. I'll link a guide in the description for the talismans, and if you collect it all yourself, good for you. But if you're lucky in the auction house, I would say all the necessary early game talismans will cost you around 1 million coins. Don't quote me on that though. Fifthly, you want to reforge the lot. Having collected all necessary talismans, weapons and armor, you need to reforge them all at the blacksmith. Talismans need to be reforged to itchy or godly. An aspect of the end or raider's axe needs to be reforged to spicy. And ender armor needs to be reforged to godly. I won't even assume how much this would take to reforge, so you'll probably spare around 750,000. Yet again, don't quote me. Another thing you want to do is to grow a pet. My recommendation would be the Griffin pet. It goes for about 50k as a common rarity, and it boosts intelligence, critical chance, damage, strength and magic find. The last I'd recommend is to collect all the fairy souls, or at least the majority, which just so happens to be in my previous video, which you can check out at the end of this video if you're still interested. Fairy souls give you a small boost in health, strength, defense and speed. Following all these steps, you can go from giving a zombie a love tap to one tapping enderman in the end. If you're still confused, feel free to comment, and if you found this helpful, please be sure to like. If I missed anything, comment so I can update the description, and I'll catch you all later.